Hello everybody, I hope you are doing great. Welcome to the chapter 1 of Sociolinguistics about what do sociolinguists study. Alright, so let's get started. Introduction. In this slide we are going to understand some very important terms that is going to help us understand better and more the field of sociolinguistics. Starting with linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language. Society is a community of people living in a particular region and having shared customs, laws, and organizations. And then we have sociolinguistics. That is to say, sociolinguistics is the combination of linguistics and society. And sociolinguistics is the study of the relationship between language and society. Alright? The founder of sociolinguistics is William Labov. He is the founder of sociolinguistics. What do sociolinguists study? Sociolinguists study linguistic variables in terms of pronunciation, syntax, morphology, phonetics, etc. and social variables in terms of age, gender, education, class, ethnicity, etc. Okay? Moving to the next slide. What aspects of language are sociolinguists interested in? Sociolinguists are interested in explaining why people speak differently in different social contexts. That is to say, why we speak differently in different occasions. Meaning, the way I speak to my mother is not the way I speak to my teacher, is not the way I speak to a doctor. Sociolinguists also are concerned with identifying the social function of language and the way they are used to convey social meaning. Alright? Why do we say the same thing in different ways? First, our linguistic choices are affected by who can hear us and where we are talking, and also how we feel. Okay? Our linguistic choices can give us non-linguistic information. One's choice of words provides information about his relationship with other people, either close, informal, or distant, formal. As we said earlier, the way I talk to my mother is not the way I talk to my professor, because the relationship between me and my mother is very close and informal, and the relationship between me and my professor is very formal. And also we have language can serve different functions. We can ask for information, give information, express admiration or annoyance, offer something, and make changes. Alright? Why do people speak differently? First, because of some social factors. We have the participants. Who is speaking? That is to say, the speaker or the writer. Who are they speaking to? That is to say, the listener or the reader. We take in this case the age, the gender, education, occupation, social status, social distance, ethnicity, etc. All of this affect the linguistic choices of the participants. We have also the setting or social context of the interaction. That is to say, where are they speaking? Is it at home? Is it at school? Is it at the mosque? Is it at the shop, office, cafe, etc.? So our language and our choices of words differs from one place of this to another. The language we speak at home, it's not the language we speak at school, and so on and so forth. And also we have the topic. What is being talked about? Is it, for example, studying for an exam, going to a party, inviting a friend, etc.? And the last social factors is the functions. Why are they speaking? For what purpose? Example, give information about, for example, what happens in the world, order somebody to do something, offer something to somebody, express feeling, etc. Alright? Why do people speak differently? Here we have social dimensions. First, the social distance scale, the status scale, the formality scale, and the functional scale. So we are going to understand each one of these in the coming slides. Alright? The first one is social distance scale. It is concerned with the relationship between the participants. It emphasizes how well the participants know each other. The more formal the language is, the more distance here is between the participants. When distance increases, solidarity decreases. Formal language leads to more distance, leads to less solidarity. All of this equals distance relationship. The less formal the language is, the less distance between the participants. When distance decreases, solidarity increases. Informal language leads to less distance, leads to more solidarity. All of this equal close relationship. Alright? Second, status scale. It is also concerned with the relationship between participants. If the speaker is of a lower status than the addressor, he or she has to use formal language and use titles to show respect. However, if the speaker is of a higher status than the addressee, he or she has the choice to either use formal or informal language. Higher status can be attained by class, occupation, education, etc. Alright? Third, formality scale. It is concerned with the setting or the type of interaction. The language used will be influenced by the formality of the setting. The degrees of formality are often determined by solidarity and relationships, but not always. In a law court, for example, the language is highly formal regardless of the personal relationships. So please look at this chart. We have formal scale and informal scale. That is to say, there are some settings where we use formal language and there are other settings where we use informal language. For example, in the formal scale, at the bank, addressing the bank manager at this office, we use formal language. At the mosque, addressing a stranger, and we have informal. For example, at a cafe, addressing a friend, because the relationship between you and your friend is very close and informal, as we said earlier. Or at home, addressing a sibling. Fourth, we have functional scale. Language serves many functions, but mainly two: give objective information, referential function, and express feelings, effective function. Our speech can have both functions, but one function will dominate. The more referential information a message conveys, the less it tends to express the speaker's feelings, and vice versa. Thank you for your time and your attention. Thank you very much.